You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. We're going to talk about Dana White, Jake Paul, Hasim Rahman Jr. Jake Paul has come out and said that fight between him and Rahman Jr. is not going to happen, and it's got to do with a weight issue involving Rahman Jr. making weight for the fight. Well, UFC president Dana White, who we're big fans of, we don't try to hide that fact. He has come out. He's not the biggest fan of Jake Paul. He has come out and he has slammed him, and he's saying no, it's not a weight issue, and that's bullshit. It's because you're not selling any damn tickets for your fight. And so this is pretty wild. And this just came out. I don't know if Dana said it sometime early this morning or late last night. They sold under $1 million in tickets. That is nothing. I mean, that is literally nothing. UFC boss Dana White suggests Jake Paul canceled upcoming fight due to struggles with ticket sales. Not because of Hasim Rahman Jr.'s weight. UFC chief Dana White has suggested Jake Paul canceled his anticipated upcoming bout with Hasim Rahman Jr. due to lack of interest and failure to sell enough tickets. Paul was set to meet Rahman Jr. at Madison Square Garden on August 6th, but has put the brakes on the fight due to an issue with the opponent's weight. White, who has clashed with Paul in the past, has offered an alternative theory, stating that the fight was canceled due to low ticket sales for the bout at the famously expensive boxing arena. Quote, I think they sold under $1 million in tickets, and it cost $500,000 to turn the fucking lights on at MSG, he said. That's what I think. Not to mention hotel rooms in New York and transportation is very expensive. According to Paul's promotion, Rahman had lost less than 1 pound than he initially agreed to fight for, which is supposed to take place at a max of 200 pounds. Rahman weighed 216 pounds on July 7th and had reportedly offered assurances to Paul's team he was on track to make weight at the weigh-in on August 5th. However, Paul's camp claimed that it became clear that these assurances were not made in good faith. The YouTuber's promotion team, Most Valuable Promotions, announced the news Saturday night as they said they could not work with someone who was conducting themselves in a deceiving and calculated manner. Paul was originally set to fight Tommy Fury, but the younger brother of heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury pulled out for a second time after he refused the visa to enter the country, to enter America. That's got to do with that investigation going on involving the mob, I think. The YouTube star called an emergency press conference as he posted a video to his Twitter account where he branded Rahman unprofessional before immediately changing his bio to read, Rahman Jr. and Tommy Fury were too afraid to fight me, and I'm not a real boxer. Laugh out loud. Alrighty, folks. Emergency press conference. You may have seen the news that Rahman Jr. has pulled out of the fight. This is not a joke. I am devastated. I cannot effing believe this. We just found out this news. This is just another case of a professional boxer just like Tommy Fury being scared to fight me. It's clear as day that these guys have been so unprofessional to work with, looking for any excuse to such more money out of the event to coerce us into doing things. And from the jump, I knew that the bottom of my heart that these guys didn't want to get in the ring with me. It's clear as day. And there's the full statement. I'm not going to read it, but we get the point from that. Dana White, by the way, is an old boxer, old school, back in the day boxer. And from the very beginning, he's had no respect for Jake Paul whatsoever. I have read where these Paul guys have taken this boxing thing very seriously. And some guys have come out and said, well, they got some skills. Other guys have come out and said, well, this is a propaganda event anytime they fight. You know, I don't know what to believe involving those two. I mean, I don't have any ill will towards either one of them. If they want to go fight, they can. I don't give a shit what they do or how they earn their money. But Dana White, he's been very vocal and very critical of everything they've been trying to do. And he does not believe they're legitimate. And he also believes some of the MMA stuff where you got MMA guys getting in the ring with some of these guys. Well, you know, MMA guys train in certain disciplines of martial arts and have specialties, okay? And so, in other words, if they get in a ring to box a guy whose specialty is really Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and they're not actually boxers, and then one of the Paul boys win the fight, well, that becomes up to debate. Well, are they actually fighting a boxer? And now we got two boxers. They can't fight. Now, I read where Fury was not fighting because, frankly, he can't get a visa to get in to fight. There's some kind of investigation going on involving the brother, the Irish mob. I did a video on that. It's pretty wild, actually. So, tell me what you think. Do you think this is BS? Do you think Dana's right? Do you think he's wrong? I don't know what to think, frankly. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.